What's up everybody, my name is Eton, and this is the top 5 mistakes players make in Overwatch. And this is all opinionated, this is all from what I've seen in the game. I believe I'm like level 43 or something in the game, maybe it's 42. You'll see in the gameplay here, and this is the top 5 mistakes I've seen. This list is probably different from yours because you might see something else in the game depending on your teammates or enemy players. And I've seen this no matter what level you are, no matter how much playing time you have. Most people still make these mistakes today, and well, it's kind of funny. And so let's review these top 5 mistakes. Hope you guys enjoyed. Remember to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Let's get right into this. Number 5 on this mistakes list has to be whenever you're up against a Genji or a Zaria, and when the Genji uses his little deflect option, or the Zaria has a shield up. And what this deflection is, with Genji can deflect practically anything except for Mei's ice spray and other lasers. He can definitely reflect other shurikens, he can deflect bullets, just like as you see there, and he can also basically use this deflection against you. So when you're shooting at him, imagine this soldier here that I just died to. If I were to deflect against that soldier at the right time, up close, that soldier would then take damage from Genji's deflection. If you're Zaria and you are shooting the Zaria who has her little pink shield up around her, well, that only damages, well, that doesn't even damage you. However, it increases Zaria's Tobelstein thing that she has, which is like the giant black hole that she creates when her charge is ready. And this just increases her charge whenever you attack her shield. So, therefore, do not do that. I have seen it so many players, countless players, practically every game, that still attack the Genji and still shoot at Zaria when she's shielding and when he's deflecting. Ways to counter this is just to stop shooting, maybe get up close and then start to punch the Genji, especially trying to get behind Genji. That's the only way really to counter the deflect. If you're behind Genji, he can't deflect all around him, I'm pretty sure. And if you want to know about Genji, and when he's deflecting, you'll see a bunch of slashes going around his body away from you. And you will see, if you were to shoot him with a soldier, you would see your bullets fire back at you or fire near you. It's not always 100% direct impact on you. However, it is really dangerous for you to do that because the Genji can then just slash, fire some shurikens, and you're basically dead because of your own problem. As for Zaria, you really just shouldn't hit her. You should probably run away or get behind cover or something, because she can still shoot you through her shield with her laser and her little bomb things that she fires off from her gun. Number 4 is specifically targeted for people who play as Mei. I've seen this primarily from new players, mostly low-level players, and people just wanted to have fun with the damn Ice Climber. Listen closely, young ones. You can't put an ice wall in front of a moving payload. For one, the payload actually breaks through the ice wall without a problem. This can have a positive and a negative consequence to the game. For the enemy team, the players can still push the payload without taking damage, especially to the tanks on the ground like Roadhog and Reinhardt, who cannot break the wall very easily. Also, the ice wall can stall your teammates from using their ultimate abilities. For example, in this clip I tried using the wall in front of the payload, which caused my teammate, who is a Pharah, from using her rocket barrage ability. This can make or break the game. Now most players don't know about this, so it would be smart to use this to your advantage. The wall can act as a distraction, and you as Mei could jump down and freeze everybody. If you have your ultimate, it would be easy and really smart to throw it behind the wall on the payload. This can stall out the game and make it easier for your team to push the enemy back. Number 3 is actually very difficult to pick up on, and it goes down to whether you have your sounds turned up on a high level or not. Without this, you could suffer from the Spider Queen Widowmaker. Don't peek her! Do not peek Widowmaker when she's using her ult. I've seen this countless times with new players and old players, and just basically every level. People just, they don't really hear it because it's so faint when she does it, when she just, you know, presses that Q button, and, well, she sees everything because she is wall hacks, and it's kind of frustrating because, well, she sees you no matter what, and you basically die to her every time if she gets that lucky headshot, especially if you are a squishy character, unless you're like a big boy Winston. Widowmaker versus Widowmaker ults, I have done them in the past, and, well, it was completely random as well. Don't think I did it, like, planned, but it was actually pretty fun because we both like were peeking each other at, you know, the same time. We both saw each other, obviously. You basically just have to get off the shot first, and hopefully it's directly on her head or somewhere on her body. That, you know, will do definitely more than 3/4 damage. Since that she always goes for healers, it's very difficult, you know, to stay alive as a healer if she has those infrared sights up, or these wall hacks, or whatever you want to call them. That she says it in the map, like, she says it as long as you have your sounds turned up, that she has her infrared sights on. And it's very difficult to counter, besides using, like, a Winston or, like, another jumper, even, like, a Pharah, something with explosives to just knock her off her platform. That's the number 3 mistake. Number 2 is being a team player. Most people who play this game insta-lock into attack heroes like Tracer, McCree, mostly the Shimada bros, which is definitely the most annoying to see. These are just examples. It's annoying in an all-around player that I am, seeing this happen because it limits you to your abilities. Why being a team player, aka a support player, is so important to you and your team. The supports in Overwatch are actually very fun, in my opinion. I mean, Lucio has the speed and heals easily when people are around him. Mercy can, you know, revive dead teammates. Symmetra is fun yet difficult to use and can create teleporters. And in my opinion, I think Zenyatta is the best because he's an offensive hero. And his skins are cool, his emotes are funny, and he's just very fun to use. He's difficult, but definitely fun to use. Overwatch is a team-based game. You can't win solo without your team backing you up in some way. It's really impossible to move the payload by yourself or capture a control point by yourself. Healing role can definitely help the team, but not many people go out on their own to be a healer. Without a healer, you died pretty easily. Without a Lucio, without a Mercy, it's practically impossible to really stay alive for long periods of time without knowing where the health packs are all the time. And you're usually not always around health packs. But team assisting isn't just healing, it could also be being the tank on a team, since that more people go for more attacking roles like Genji and Tracer. Reinhardt has a giant shield and massive swinging power to help your team push the enemy off the control point or payload, and Reinhardt can handle a situation pretty well. Other heroes like Torbjorn can give their teammates armor. Zaria has her ultimate where her teammates can easily kill the enemy by sucking them all into a black hole. And Roadhog can use his ult to push away enemies at a far distance. Being a team player isn't too difficult, but it's definitely not shown well in casual play. It's kind of frustrating. It's frustrating when we don't have any team players on your team. And last but certainly not least, number 1 is knowing your role. Too many times I've seen horrible Reinhardt players rush in without backup, only to get swarmed by the 6 players on the enemy team. Reinhardt, in my opinion, is the literal base of a team, and without him, some teams can easily get destroyed without a shield protecting them. Some healers, especially Mercy and Zenyatta, are never too far deep in action, and can only heal one person at a time, which can be very frustrating for teammates who are dying a lot. Healers are supposed to try and get everybody while still knowing what's going on in the game, and read what the enemy team's doing. But I'm not going to go down every line for every character in the game because there's, you know, 20 of them or 21 of them or something. But I've seen so many players who have no idea how to play a character and play the role in the team. Sometimes the matches can turn into 5-on-6 situations because some random teammate has no idea what he's doing. This is normal for newer players, but the varsity players, or so to say, the higher leveled players, don't always play the roles correctly either. It's not fun losing, of course, but losing due to a teammate and not the enemy is horrible. Including knowing your role, having fun with the game is a priority. If you aren't having fun with one hero, switch it up a little bit and go with somebody else. Let's say you're not doing as well as you really should be as a Junkrat or as a Roadhog. Change it up a little bit. Maybe go for a Hanzo or maybe go for a Widowmaker. There's no need to rage or be mad at yourself over how you're playing. You can rage at your teammates all you want, but really it doesn't affect anything. Yeah, that's my top 5 mistakes players make in Overwatch list. I hope you all enjoyed. Do you have a top 5 mistakes list? If so, tell me in the comments section below, and I'll definitely respond to your ideas and opinions, of course. Make sure to follow me on Twitter here, and there's also a straw poll in the description for what top 5 Overwatch video I should do next. Feel free to vote in that if you don't mind. Thanks, yeah, I'd really appreciate that. So peace out, everyone, and I'll see you for another video.